welcome to this vlog. It's quite an exciting one, and I'm going to give you some feedback about my thoughts about the new beautiful Thorpe album. It came on Saturday, on the, I forgot now, we 15th today of January. But anyway, I've got it basically safe, and it's come all the way from Germany. I've pre-ordered mine on Christmas Day, knowing that it wasn't going to be here. So that was the first thing I did on Christmas Day, actually. So there we go, Thorpe album, 13 tracks in each disc, and it's really nice. So inside, obviously the CD's playing now. So these are the people created and dealt with together. And it's got 2 discs basically, like I said. But what I'm listening to right now, I'm going to switch off. It's there. I'm going to go straight. Not only IMAScore sent me this, I think some of you, for those people, have got one as well. I've got given this. You're awesome. And what was so special as well, the team who put the music together and the album have put their autographs around it as well. So it's officially written, like actually put it in pen. It's not like printed out or all that. So that's quite special about it. It's something to remember. So thank you, team, for those people who put it together for so long. Never thought it was going to happen, basically. Apart from hearing it from the day you go to ride ghost training and all that. The Big Top was another big one as well for what IMAScore did. So they did an incredible job, and that was one of the biggest hits that they've done. So for what I understand, for the booklet. So D.Gardner's Ghost Train was the first one, and then the Big Top was for the Fright Nights event. So there will be some famous melodies on Nemesis, and Colossus will be refurbished. And I'd rather tell you now, I'm telling you this now, I like the refurbished and remake of Nemesis and Colossus. It's so cool, and it sounds moving. But my favourite one, it's got to be, well, Welcome to Thorpe Resort for the first track. The endless, no, an only lot no other, when you walk in, and it's, you're going to hear it every time when you go to Thorpe Resort now. So when you walk up to the gates and when you buy your tickets, you're going to hear that so often now, because this is what they've been spending for the last few months over the season last year. So I'm very excited about it. But IMAScore sent me a sticker as well. I love theme park music, and I'm kind of glad they've actually worked together at last, after all these years asking them and messaging them saying we have no plans in developing an album yet. But I think they were making it at the time, so they couldn't confirm it, so they knew what I wanted. I think a few fans were asking them as well, so are you going to release an album, something like this? Because knowing fans, they've seen their products across Europe with other theme parks as well. But Thorpe were the first in the UK to deal with IMAScore and being part of a community for Merlin. And of course, IMAScore have a good relationship with Merlin Entertainment, so that's where the thoughts of putting an album together like this is really worth it. In case you're not a theme park soundtrack classical music fan, I would listen to YouTube, check on the description below, and get an idea of sounds each preview track. It's really, really worth it. I personally think it's worth it. I know £21 isn't a lot, but wait for what you get. If you love theme park music and love music for what, depends what you do for a living really, for music, then you'll be inspired for this more. Especially what I do, I'm making tracks now. I could show you one of them that inspired me ages ago. I've just started doing it recently. It's called Wild. Let me just put it on anyway. Feeling Wild. Feeling Wild, that's the one. So, here we go. So this is the ones I made recently. So this is all used on Logic, and I've owned the rights to this. So I've done it in college, and I just want to show you the team and Thorpe for what I've done that has inspired this. So I just want to show you this. So this was used on Logic, and also I use orchestra kits and also wild expression of different example sounds. So I use the melodies as in Chinese violin sound, so that's why I wanted to do something like this. So I've made that in college and I'm very happy with it. I will be looking into other projects and experiment different sound, but that song Feeling Wild will be on SoundCloud eventually. But I officially own that music and I'm very happy. And when everyone heard that song that I put together and used different effects and so on, people were just like, you know what, that's amazing. Because normally I do hip hop stuff. Like, again, I'm going to give you an example, another one which I've been busy doing. Let's give you an idea. So, Adrenaline Junkie. This one is my latest one I've done in college as well, but I've done it in my spare time. So this wasn't part of a course project, but this is what I've done in my spare time in college using Logic. So I like darker things. There's a lot of things to play well with these songs, because not just only one program songs, but I use different effects to make it interesting as well. So that's what I've done in college in my spare time. So Merlin Entertainment have done a really good job putting this together and getting the fans interested in buying one, and that's where the investment really worked out very well. And I hope the people at the other end, IMAScore, are having really good feedback from people who love that music so far, because I mean, for what I'm getting from this particularly is outstanding, and I really, really appreciate it, people. I'd just like to thank you mainly because not only people like me have asked so many times, but it's just that I always wanted to see if Thorpe Park will ever do a soundtrack, and they are probably the first theme park in the UK, and I think it is truly to say it's the first theme park album that I've ever bought, and I think I'm actually quite happy, and I can listen to it all day, take it in the car, and even when I'm listening to it now in winter, 2 months before it starts again, I still think when I listen to the music, it's very moving. I feel like I'm on Rides, I feel like I'm on Saw, I feel like I'm on Swarm, Colossus, Nemesis Stealth, much more. You know, they've done really well for what they do. So I can't think anything else to say apart from what they do is the finish of it is amazing. And I really am inspired, and I couldn't ask for a better day like this really, but what a way to start the new year really. I'm really happy. I'm going up to do some more videos at some point. I will be Legoland, I will be doing Thorpe Park, Chessington, Alton Towers, especially the Recommend ride. So what Thorpe Park are investing, but there's big things about at the moment, but there's talks about The Walking Dead permanently in Thorpe Park, which I think I've mentioned it before, but who knows. I'm really excited about Fright Nights this year, because I really enjoyed it last year, and you know, I want to see what Thorpe Park brings me this year, because Thorpe Park did great for me last year. I'm really grateful for what Thorpe Park do, and I appreciate for what they do, because everyone at Thorpe Park is watching me for what I'm doing now, because I did something incredible last year, and yeah. But you know, I'm looking forward to see the new season brings a happy fairy tale, basically. I don't know what I mean by that, but you know, I'm looking forward to see what the season brings. And I'm looking forward to see everyone at the park who's still at the park, who's not at the resort this year, but you know, we'll go from there. But you know, IMAScore, just like to say thank you very much. And Thorpe Park, I will see you at some point. I will be staying overnight at Sharp Thorpe Hotel some point this year, and we'll go from there. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this soundtrack of Thorpe Park, then please do like it. I'm going to give you a tip now to end this. Oh, there we go. So to end it, I just want to say thank you very much. And I wish you all a very happy new year and see you very soon at Thorpe with Thorpe.